Hey guys, what's up? This is your man, the one, the only, learned it from the Aggressive Basketball channel. Welcome back, guys, to another Pimp-tastic, Swag-tastic, Swag-tastic video from GTRA. And in today's video, guys, I'm going to talk about more ways to increase your testosterone DHT, this has been a video long overdue. I haven't done any videos over this in 2 years, I believe. So, without further ado, guys, let's get to it. So, the first thing we are going to talk about is one of the most overlooked things for increasing your testosterone DHT, and that is simply sleeping more. Too many guys skimp out on sleep and believing that they can get by on 5 to 4 hours, which ultimately in the end they're fucking their hormonal health the fuck up, alright? And, yeah, I mean, that's cool and all. You get by in 4 or 5 hours of sleep and power through it, but you're actually doing yourself a disservice to optimizing your hormonal health. So it's really imperative that you get at least 6.5 to 9 hours of sleep possible, right? If you have a lifestyle that allows you to be able to do that, in which I'm sure you can. You can optimize your lifestyle to where you can get more sleep by cutting out the bullshit that's taking your goddamn time, okay? And from studies, men who sleep for 4 hours on an average have 200 to 300 nanograms of testosterone levels compared to guys who have 500 to 700 who get 8 hours of sleep. So that's a big difference in the testosterone increase, So would you rather be the guys having more testosterone or the guys having less? I'm sure you're going to go with having optimal testosterone, okay? So again, guys, do your best to get that amount of sleep, 6.5 to 9 hours if possible, right? This will make a big difference in how you feel and maximizing your testosterone and DHT production, okay? So the second thing we are going to talk about is being lean and muscular. From studies, it has a potential to boost your testosterone, so we're not going to leave anything on the table, all right? So it's important that you keep your body fat between 7 to 15% for optimal testosterone and DHT production. Anything less than that will affect your hormonal production in a negative way, all right? You can't sustain that low level of body fat for a long time, especially if your body isn't naturally meant to be that low. Again, some people can get away with having lower body fat than others due to genetics, but for some people, it's destructive for you, and the only way you'll be able to maintain it is by being on anabolic steroids and other compounds that allow you to have a superhuman low level of body fat, alright? If you try doing this naturally, it will fuck you up in the long run. So don't have your body fat that low, alright? Again, keep it between the range I said. And the reason why being leaner helps you increase your testosterone levels is because, there's been studies correlating that the more muscle mass you have, enables you to burn more fat and build muscle. So not only will you look shredded, but you will improve your hormonal health because, excuse me, guys, testosterone is more able to easily access into your bloodstream compared to being more fat. It's gonna have more trouble getting into your bloodstream. Okay, so keep that in mind. Try to keep your body fat between the range levels I recommended. Okay, so moving on to number 3, which is a big killer of men and hormonal health, and that's stress. I'm sure you heard of cortisol, which, too much cortisol can have a suppression on testosterone levels, okay? But don't get me wrong, you need cortisol. Without cortisol, you would go into trauma from something minor. So it's imperative. It's not as good. It's important that you have a little bit of cortisol in your body. We just don't want the bad cortisol from the stresses of life. Whether that's from people you work with, your family, nagging your girlfriend, nagging your wife. You live in a bad neighborhood. If you can find ways to minimize those stressors, then that's really help you out. And then there's other things you can do to also lower your stress, which I'm not going to go into. Which you guys can find plenty of resources on the internet to where it can help you figure out solutions to lowering your stress levels. Okay, so again, just make sure you figure out ways to keep your stress levels low, controlled, and that will help with optimizing your testosterone DHT. Alright, moving on to number 4, man-made chemicals. Alright, man-made chemicals are here to stay, guys. You can't completely avoid them, but you do have a choice in what you allow to come in contact with your body, alright? Because there are a lot of chemicals in our hand soaps, our shampoo, our lotions, our plastics that affect our hormonal health, okay? And pretty much in a nutshell, it impairs the endocrine system, okay? And you need to know these chemicals that affect you, such as bisphenol, paraben, phthalates, benzophenone, triclosan, triclocarson. I'm not sure if I pronounced those two right, but those are chemicals you need to be aware of in the things you have, your food, the containers and plastic bottles that you use. All right, by being repeatedly in contact with these things, it will affect your T levels. All right. And personally, I believe if these products are heated up in the microwave, that makes them more deadly, such as plastics. All right, so I don't really worry about putting stuff in plastic containers unless I heat them up. Then yes, I'm worried about the chemicals. So I'll look more into that. But in the meantime, guys, be aware of these things that I listed. And good news is there's plenty of ways to avoid these chemicals. Is by buying natural personal care items, eating less canned foods, switching your plastic containers with metal containers, and so on. So again, I'm not gonna go into the things products that you can buy. You can find all the products you need on the internet by typing in natural personal care items that you can buy, to where you can reduce these chemicals being off in your body. Okay. Moving on to number 5, sex. There's people that have said that sex is a desire. It's not something that we need, but I fucking beg to differ. Sex is something we men need, and for good reasons. But I'm not gonna go into the good reasons. But excuse me, guys. But sex is imperative, and by having sex often, and then it will increase your testosterone DHT levels due to the feeling of dominance, of having feeling of power, success of having sex with a woman or with a new woman or with your girlfriend or wife very often. The pheromones, the dopamine, the personal touch, and so on. These are all these things that are going to increase your testosterone and DHT from having sex. So it's very imperative that you get plenty of sex. And if you don't have a sex life that you want, then there's many things out there that you can do to improve your odds of having sex by getting lower body fat, dressing better, eating better, changing your mindset, approaching more women, so on. There's so many things you can do if you don't have that part of your life taken care of yet. And then if it comes down to it, you can buy some guys are going to be against what I'm about to say, but you can buy you an escort or get you a hooker to break cold spells, And personally, I don't think there's anything to be ashamed of if you aren't getting any action. It's going to help you get out of that funk, and maybe it can help get your momentum going. Okay, so again, do what you need to do to get your needs met without hurting anybody. Okay, so again, there's plenty of resources on the internet to where you can find on how to improve your sex and dating life. All right, so make sure you Google search that. All right. Next thing, number 6, is, I'm sorry guys, next thing we're going to be talking about is your posture health. And it's another thing a lot of guys aren't aware of. Your posture affects your testosterone DHT. If you have a contractive body language, such as closed limbs, taking up less space, or just really weak, insecure positions, then it will affect your mindset, which also affects your testosterone DHT. So it's very important that you become aware of your body language and start opening yourself by having a more of a dominant alpha body position, such as standing tall, hands on your hips, taking up more space. You know, putting your arm around your girlfriend or your wife. You know, in a dominant but confident manner. You know, and so on. You know, these are many. There's many body languages that you can assume that are positive, that will increase your testosterone DHT. And from studies, by only doing 2 minutes of power posing can lead to a 20% increase in your salivary testosterone levels and a 25% decrease in stress hormones. Now, being cortisol, which that's fucking amazing. So this is another thing that you can put up your sleeve for an extra boost. All right. So don't leave this out there on the table. You know. And the last thing, guys, I want to talk about is your testicular health. All right. It's really important. Well, first off, you know, a lot of guys don't realize this, but 95% of your testosterone comes from your latex cells in your testicles. All right. So, for obvious reasons, it would be important to optimize your testicular health. So, and what I mean by optimizing it is keeping your balls cool by sleeping naked, wearing looser boxers, taking cold showers here and there, and giving yourself testicular massages to prevent any blockages in your veins that can lead to reducing the blood flow to your latex cells, which means you're going to produce less testosterone and DHT. So again, make sure that you do these things and give yourself testicular massages every day if possible. You know, put that in your schedule to massage your balls, all right, and everything I listed, and that will improve your functioning of your latex cells, all right. But guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. Hope you guys got a lot out of it, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure you like the video and subscribe to GTRA to be notified of more videos about DHT, future videos about sex, workout routines, exercises you can do to have a stronger body, faster, and so on, and be more leaner and jacked. But guys, thank you for watching, and I wish you the best in your personal development journey, in your fitness and health, and whatever else you're trying to achieve. And until next time, take care.